So as a step 8, the system runs a set of startup scripts and configure the environment. Now your environment is configured. Now step 9, what happens? Now nothing. Step 9, now the system presents you a login window where you have to enter your login and password, and you are ready. You can use the system. That's all. So this is all are there in a Linux boot process. So now you know very well all the steps involved in boot process. You can give any answer to a question which is asked you in interview or in any written exams. So it's fairly simple. Okay. So what we have learned, we got to know what is BIOS and UEFI. Okay, spelling mistake is there. So we talked about BIOS and UEFI. BIOS and UEFI are the same. UEFI is the you can say next gen of BIOS. So we talked about the difference between BIOS and UEFI. UEFI is the next generation of BIOS, which gives you a powerful GUI through which you can really select which OS you want to boot and all few other stuff. And we talked about volatile and non-volatile memory. So volatile memory, though I didn't talk, but it's obvious as I talked about non-volatile memory. In non-volatile memory, you can store anything without need of a power backup. But in case of volatile, you need to have a power backup, right? So one question comes, can you have your BIOS firmware stored in volatile? Yeah, you can. Why not? Who is going to stop? But you have to make sure that power backup is there. If power backup is not there, then you have to have a non-volatile, because you will, if you store your BIOS from in volatile memory and power goes off, then do you think you will be able to switch on your system? You will be able to boot up your device? No, not at all. So, right? Okay. Next one, we learn about POST and its error handling. So what is POST? Power on cell test, and what are the various errors it gives? It can give you error message. It can give you a beep sound. It can do something else. So these are the things for POST. And what is single boot and multi-boot? So it's name is a bit confusing. Multi-boot is actually is not a multi-boot, right? So any system will be having only single boot only. So multi-boot means that it gives you an option which OS you want to have. So your system may support multiple OSs to boot your system in various environments, right? But in single boot you have only one OS. In multi-boot you have multiple OSs to boot the device. Okay. Moving ahead. So different ways to load the OS. So what are the different ways to load the OS? Yes, you're right. So we learned 3 ways to load the OS. One is a hard drive. Second one is a network. And which one is the third one? Yes, CD-ROM or USB you can have. So like this way, you have different ways to load the OS. And what is bootloader? Yeah, so just remember like this way, as I said, bootloader is an assistant to BIOS. And it helps to load the OS from the particular location to the memory of the system. Simple. All right, so that is bootloader. What is grub? Grub is a type of a bootloader. Mostly in the Linux-based systems, this grub bootloader is being used. And how it is different from regular bootloader? Again, it provides you GUI. Okay, so very good. So we are coming to the end of this Linux boot process. The last question is the first user space process. Yes, you know very well. It's a daemon D. It's a first user space process, right? Okay, so these are the things we learned. Hope you like the session. And if you have any question or something, don't hesitate to drop us an email. I hope you like the session. Thank you very much.